Hello and welcome to a brief overview of the magnetic IDEX cooling system. As many people already are doing, I am using a CPAP machine to provide part cooling. What's unique in this setup is that I'm also using this to cool the hot end heatsink. So this tunnel right here is actually used to pass the air directly and focus it onto the heatsink. The second tube is used for part cooling. So this beam is actually a structural member of the carriage. Everything is integrated and pretty tight and small package. I've found that these tubes, initially they were just press fit and they worked well enough, but as I started migrating to clipper and pushing the speeds, it really started becoming a failure point for me. And so I just added a finishing nail basically just to trap the tubes in place, and it's been working really well. I don't need any pneumatic fittings or any other types of bulky connectors, and just a simple 1.5 2 millimeter nail is working extremely well. You'll notice the same thing on the back side here. I have a 4-to-1 splitter, and these tubes, these are polyurethane tubes, about 8 millimeters OD and maybe a 0.8, 0.7 millimeter wall. And that's really all I need to provide a really good amount of air to both cool the part when needed and also cool the hot end. One thing I plan to do in the future is also add a pinch valve to the cooling part cooling tube, I should say, and that will give me full control. Today I basically either choose to plug the tube in for PLA prints and I unplug the tube for ABS prints, but I do miss the ability to modulate that. So a servo will be a future addition to this. It's connected to a smart plug for the time being, so we can do that. There's plenty of air here. I've added a speed controller here so that I don't have to have the original control board, and I just have a potentiometer controlling the speed. This is max power. More than enough. I run it at about a quarter of the speed. It's really quite phenomenal. The little gasket and the actual blower. Tiny, beautiful little thing. I 3D printed a little tube to bypass all this pressure sensors, and I have a simple output here. Now, what kind of a demo would it be without a water test? Now let's remove the cooling tube and see what it looks like.